Hola, this is going to be a video for the collective. This is going to be an astrology read, and we are going to talk about the energy going into the new year. What some of the things you can expect. We do have the 12/12 portal coming up. Okay, so that portal is pretty significant. Let's see, what did I write down? So it's an activation of energy, the 12/12 portal. Okay, so it's kind of like it represents the energy of the number 3 and 6. Okay, so this portal taps into the energy of manifestation, creation, and achievement, victory. So this is a very powerful portal because it is at the end of the year. So this is a time where, you focus more on what you're grateful for that has happened throughout the entire year. And you can use that energy to empower your intentions for the year of 2026 manifestations. So you can do a spell with that too. You can write down 12 things that you're grateful for and 12 things you want to manifest into the new year with the 12/12 portal. So then we are going into a horse year. Right now in 2025, this is the year of the snake. Okay, and the energy of the snake represents, transformation, wisdom, enemies, strategy, elusiveness, and with going into the horse year, things are going to speed up. Now, that doesn't mean that, everything is going to be moving quickly with the horse year, right? But it does bring about this energy of, moving forward or moving fast, being shown the way, and this energy that helps you out. So at the start of 2026 in February, we have Saturn and Neptune going into Aries. So this is very, very dynamic, or this is very essential to what is happening because this is the start of a new chapter for humanity. Okay, it's like a new age. Now there can be this energy of Aries is fighting God of War. There are some energies of the last time that this happened. There were the start of wars. So we're kind of basically, we're not going to go into all that, right? But you can assume for yourself on that. But it's still very pivotal to let you know that there's pioneering of change. Aries is the first zodiac sign, and this is like the beginning. So Saturn and Neptune have reached their astrological entirety of their cycle. So this is a new cycle. It takes Saturn like 30 years to go around the sun. So what takes, us 12 months to experience with Saturn, it's 30 years to experience that, what we experience in all 12 zodiac signs. So Aries energy with Saturn is like a new start. This is an entirely new journey. And it's the end of like a 30-year cycle and the start of a new one. So this is going to bring about a lot of optimism. Now, we did talk about the worst of it is like wars, basically. I mean, that's one of the worst of it, right? So the extreme end of what you wouldn't want it to be. So let's focus on the beneficial energy, which is a lot of optimism, being very enthusiastic, because it's that initiation, taking action with that Aries energy, wanting to, can do, get it done. And this is like a childlike exuberance as well, right? Which you can already envision a child trying to create a war, right? Right. Okay. So now the positive again is this exuberating energy that you're going to be feeling as well, like this, like you can do it. That's the energy overall collectively that is going to be taking place, that normally Saturn can create a lot of fears. So you could feel more fearless going into next year, or that's the energy that's going to be beginning come next year. Okay. So same with Neptune. So with Neptune and Aries, it's going to feel like a rebirth for this country. It's going to feel very spiritual. And obviously that depends on where you're from when I say this country, if you're in the Americas like me. But there's going to be big change still happening within. Neptune is a very creative planet. Okay. Very elusive and a visionary, very magical, and kind of likes to blur the lines between, realism and, fantasy. So I feel like during this time, this is going to be creating a new cycle. So I want to get in and kind of see for you what is going to be happening. What's coming up for you. So let's see. Did I have any other notes that I wanted to share? No. So I just wanted to kind of move into the energy of, this new year. 2026, again, like I said, is going to be, the Chinese zodiac is going to be the year of the horse. The North Node will move into Aquarius. So I just really feel it's going to be a lot of changes where you're going to be like selfishly becoming, or you could already be a go-getter. So that's, more of a focus. But at the same time, it's like simplifying things as well. Think of the year of the horse. Like, think of it as, horses are like majestic and strong and ambitious. And it's also a sun year because it's ruled by the sun. So let's see because we're starting over. We already had a 9 year, right? So now we're back at 1. So the Knight of Wands, wow, look at that. And we're just talking about the horses. Okay, so this is kind of like, Knight of Wands can typically be seen as like this player and somebody who's, impulsive and reckless. That can be the energy, right? That's not to say that it's not, but it's also very passionate. It's also very excited. It's also very take charge and going after your goal or a specific thing that you're wanting, that you're focused on, that you're highly drawn to or attracted to, and it's fast. Okay, so this is going into the energy fast. Wow, the Knight of Pentacles. Wow. So you're going into, creating more stable, more physical abundance for yourself. So that's awesome. And 929, as I say that, we have this 9 of Pentacles. We're already in the 9 energy. So 999 could be significant. 99. I definitely feel like this is letting you know, though, that there is an ending, a finalization, and you are progressing towards something that's idealistic for you. All right. Like you could be, you know, feeling like you can achieve something. You are going to be reveling in like what you've created for yourself. I just heard someone could be a model or like modeling. Don't mind the rollers in my hair. Someone could be like a model or modeling. This is definitely about you being independent. So something in your independence is increasing. You're really going after it. If you've been in an energy where, you know, you feel like you've been having to really, wow. Holy shit, y'all. Okay, so if you've been in this energy, hold on. If you've been in this energy of fearing the worst or worrying, stressing about something that you can't change, or something that has happened, or something that hasn't even happened yet, or maybe you're projecting from something that has happened before and you're like, it's going to happen again, or you don't trust it, or you have, you know, if you are just someone of ye little faith, I really feel like anxiety, anxiousness, nervousness, overthinking, over analyzing to the point where you freeze and you're stuck, that is coming to an end. Somebody could be like having nightmares or having insomnia or not being able to sleep. Maybe somebody's up late working their fingers to the bone. There's gonna be some sort of payoff because you have the Sun card and the Lovers. So this is Leo, Gemini, Aries, Sag, which is significant. We were just talking about Aries. So we have a little bit of Earth energy here as well, specifically Virgo. But this is the start of this going 12-12, as I say that on the clock, going into this new year of 2026. I'm telling you, you're going to fall in love with it. You could be falling in love in this new year. Some of you could be getting married, or you could be meeting someone or connecting in a relationship, or that could be more of your focus, like familial energy, or creating some sort of family unit, whether this is within a friend group. It's like making something home, making something just right for the, it's like, you know, kind of, it's making me think of like, you know, getting the environment right. Preparation. That's where you're at right now. You're in this preparation. All right. And then the reward is getting and receiving something that you love. I just think it's funny how we were talking about the Sun card or the Sun energy, and then that card comes out. I mean, that's not a coincidence. So I definitely feel like Divine is wanting you to know that, I mean, there really is a dream coming true. Keep love in your heart. Keep love the focus. I feel like that vibration of love is going to, that frequency is going to increase. But I'm also getting that there is going to be like a big ego thing with that Aries energy. So you could have to be mindful of like your ego. Like don't get too ahead of yourself, because you still have work that you have to do. So don't be impulsiveness when it comes to something that you're building on. Like don't delay it. Don't sit on it, but don't rush it, if that makes sense. Like if you're doing something to put it out there or to take part in it, trust and know that that energetic bank is being saved up, and you're going to see the results. You know, the Lovers is like a soulmate energy here. It's falling in love with something. It's feeling the love back from something. So this could be romantic. This could be platonic. You know, this could be a celebration in the home with your family. This could be a new opportunity that leads you to like fame or, you know, a financial increase. Wow, there's a lot of Leo energy here and a lot of fire energy. So definitely Leo, Aries, and Sag, or things moving quickly. So things are going to speed up. That's the energy. So prepare for it now. Prepare for it now. Because you're going to get an opportunity for, like, okay, so there's something that you've been like wanting, dreaming of, thinking of, and you are intuitively being guided to it. You know that. So I think going into 2026, that's the year that you're not gonna be like, you're not gonna keep second guessing. You're not gonna keep questioning. There's like a fire lit under your ass because you now know that like this goal or this desire, this dream, like something that you're wanting, you know, whether it's like a big house or money, okay, it's something that pays well, whether it's a relationship, whether it's children, whether it's to have a family, whether it's for a family to come back, whether it's to have your own business, whether it's to, you know, connect to some sort of craft, whatever it is. It's like you're going to be presented with another chance, another opportunity, but you're going to have to remain disciplined, and you're going to have to remain focused. You're going to have to remain staying in that knowledge of knowing, you know, why this information is being offered to you, why this route, you know, you're being guided to take. So I definitely feel like take action, check the ego. You're going to be getting like some sort of, you know, help here that's pushing you through. Preparation. Okay. Keep getting that. And then, so the portal, the new year, and depending how you count the new year, right? You can count it for the calendar year, how most people do it, which is the first, or you could base it off of the spring equinox. So basically right here, like I said, it says to put those negative thoughts on hold. Whatever negative things that people have to say about you, whatever it is that you're wanting, you just need to focus on your patience, focus on your courage, you know, being able to be brave enough to put something out there how you're wanting it. Okay, so that's what you're being guided to focus on. Okay. So there could be something you're fearing, but it's like they want you to know, go after it. Go after the things that scare you, because there's something in that you're wanting. Okay, so some of you could be divine feminines or tapping into your feminine energy, feeling like, you know, you're really in tune, like you got the world in your hands, the moon. Okay, so being very powerful, magnetic. So children, and I said that there could be children here, something surrounding your children. Some of you going into next year or in next year, you will have children, have more children. So you got increase in your work. Some of you could be going to school, be in college, graduating from college. I definitely feel like you're going to be dating. Okay, getting back out there or going out. Yeah, you got dating. Somebody that's dominant or like an alpha energy coming towards you. This could be somebody that you work with or somebody you're romantic with, but they're like shy or something. Or you could also, some of you could be keeping yourself out of the dating world. It feels like you may want to, but something about maybe you experienced a breakup or a divorce. So it's like you're going to start to maybe slowly put yourself back out there. You could be dating someone that has children, or you're also going to be focusing more on your innocence, your fun, that childlike energy. You know, again, that is that Aries energy. Anything else for collective with the portal, for the 1212 portal? Whoa. All right. So I also just heard your commitment is being tested. So commitment is being tested as far as like a relationship or your commitment to something. And then, okay, so for some of you, you could have, didn't I say that with the other card? Like marriage next year, or talking about it, or maybe meeting someone who, you know, you could experience that with. So yeah, so those are some of the messages I have for you when it comes to astrology coming up here. I will say that's like a general forecast and the portal. So I hope these messages helped. If they did, definitely like or subscribe. Till next time, peace, love, and blessings. Bye.